Good morning, students. Welcome to the English class. Today we are going to start with the book Snapshots, where we have the first chapter, The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse by William Saroyan. Now this story is about two teenaged boys who belong to an Armenian tribe. For their family, even in times of extreme poverty, nothing could match the importance of honesty. This tribe, this Armenian tribe, was very famous for its honesty, for its pride. Though they were extremely poor, they were not having much for their living, not even having nice houses or much money to fulfill all their needs, but still they were very honest and they were known for their honesty from generations. They never did anything wrong and never lied or never even stole anything. The story talks about an incident that revolves around two cousins, Aram, who is 9 years old, and Murad, who is 13 years old. Now, here the narrator of the story is Aram, he himself is the narrator of the story, and when he has grown up he is narrating this story from his childhood when he and his cousin experienced this incident in their teenage. Now let us start with the story. The story opens with Murad coming to Aram's house at 4 in the morning one fine day. He tapped on the window to Aram's room. When Aram looked out of the window, he was taken aback and startled to see Murad riding a beautiful white horse. See, the story starts with, it was a very early morning and Murad came to Aram's house, and just against the window, Aram's room was there, and against that window he knocked the window, and when Aram looked out, what he found was that Murad was riding a beautiful white horse. It was extremely beautiful, and he was very astonished, surprised to find that Murad was on the back of the horse. And he was very surprised. First of all, he did not even believe that he was being awake, and he felt like he is dreaming. But very soon he realized that this was not a dream, and it was a reality. In fact, he so dozed that Murad had to say, "Yes, it's a horse. You are not dreaming." So Murad realized that probably Aram is not believing and he is still feeling dazed. And so he made him to assure that this is a horse and it is a reality. All this was too unbelievable because Aram knew that they were too poor to be able to afford to buy a horse. So the basic surprising factor was from where this horse has come. How could Murad have a horse? Where these people, the family was so poor that they cannot even make their living properly, then how could they afford to buy a horse? The only way Murad could possess it could be by stealing. Now this thought comes in Aram's mind. They were too honest to lie and yet too crazy to ride a horse. See, both the boys were teenage boys. They had their own thoughts, imaginations, adventures, and they were being excited to experience those adventures of life. But still they belonged to this tribe who was being known for their honesty. That honesty was there in their blood. So still they cannot go for stealing something just to possess it. So here Aram was not able to find out the logic that how Murad could possess it. Thus they kept the horse for 2 weeks, enjoying its ride in cool air and singing to their hearts' content on the countryside. They hide it from the rest of the world by keeping it in a barn in the deserted vineyard. So, when finally he believed and he started riding, they both took their rides turn by turn. Murad was very well dealing with the horse. He had a way in which he can control the horse, and that control was the proof that probably Murad was having that horse for quite long time. And now Aram, when he rode the horse did not allow him to ride too far. After some time, he made Aram to fall down from its back, and then finally both the boys searched the horse, and then finally they hid the horse in a vineyard. Vineyard means a place where grapes are being grown. So it was a deserted vineyard, and there they used to hide the horse. So this became a everyday routine. They used to come for next 2 weeks. It happened like that every morning they used to come and enjoy the ride in that countryside, on the crossing one and other vineyards, and just enjoying the rides. Now, in this manner, meanwhile, Aram made to know that the horse was stolen from John Bayo. They planned not to return it to him so soon, although it pricked their conscience to steal, which was completely their ethics and tribal norms. See what exactly happened one day when Aram was in his house. John Bayo, he was a local farmer. He came to his house and he was very deeply grieved and sad. He shared his worries with Aram's mother and his uncle Khusro also, that his horse is been missing and he is unable to find that horse. From last 1 month it is been missing. And Aram, who was listening to all these details, understood that the white horse belongs to John Bayo. But since he was not very, he has not practiced horse riding well up till now, and he has not learned well, so he planned that they would keep the horse for some more time till he learns it to the best. And though there was it was constantly striking his conscience that ethically, according to the norms and according to the honest practices of his tribe, they should actually return back and they should not keep the horse with them. But being a teenage boy, they dared to do that, and they continued. Now one fine day, what happened? They came across John Bayo, the farmer. On the way, when they were returning the horse, they were going to hide the horse in that barn. Such was the boy's family, famous for their honesty, that the thought of his horse being stolen by the boys never crossed John's mind. Now, when John saw the horse was with boys, the very first thing which came in his mind was that the boys belong to Armenian tribe. The boys belong to that tribe, that community, where people cannot steal. He cannot believe that the boys could steal. The only thing which has come across is that they are two honest people, and he was very amazed that how could this horse be so resembling, so similar to his horse. So what he said is, he was just amazed at the resemblance and said, I would swear it is my horse if I did not know your parents. Now what actually though he was not saying it, but he realized that the horse was his own horse after making a detailed and very keen inspection he made of that horse, and he realized that this is the same horse, this is his own horse. But since he did not want to dishonor those boys, their family and their community, so what he said that if I did not know your parents, I would have swear that it is my horse. But since I know your parents, so I cannot say that this is my horse. I cannot believe it that you could have stolen it. This moving experience led the boys towards John's vineyard the next morning. Now what exactly happened means this encounter with John Bio with the boys, and John Bio was not directly blaming the boys and giving them an opportunity to realize their mistake, to realize that they have done something wrong and they should think of the honor and pride of their community, and they should actually, if they can, they should make a correction to their wrong deed. Now this aspect was being same in the same manner was being realized by the boys also, and then these boys decided that they will return the horse the next morning. So what happened? The boys moved to the John's vineyard and they left the horse in the barn after patting it affectionately. So there was a proper nice bond which was created between the boys and the horse, and they patted the horse and finally they left the horse in the barn which belonged to John. Later that afternoon, John seemed to be very pleased and shared the news of the return of his horse with Aram's mother. Now after this, what happened? When John must have gone to his vineyard, he found horse and he was very happy, and to share this happiness he went back to Aram's house and shared this happy news with Aram's mother, and Uncle Khosrow was also been there, and he declared that he has found his horse back, and he also revealed one fact, that his horse is now healthier, well behaved and more decent than before. Probably somebody who has taken the horse, he is so pleased with that person's that how nicely he has taken care of the horse. He has trained the horse well, and now the horse is better trained, more well behaved, and it has been healthier. It was been nicely kept, and John was been thankful for that, and he was been happy to find his horse in a better state than before. Now to sum up the story, one can say the story teaches us the significance and necessity of honesty even in the face of greed, passion and desire. Though every heart has their own weaknesses, these small greeds of acquiring the material things, their passions, their fascinations which a person may have, their strong desires, but to have to preserve your own honor and pride of your community is far more important than addressing to your small greeds and desires. So this was the basic learning which we found from the story. So that's all about the story. Thank you, students. Bye.